Hi, let's take a look at LeetCode programming problem 1551, minimum operations to make an array equal. So the problem is as follows. We are provided with an input integer n. So for example, n may be equal to 3, and this means that I have an array whose element at ith index is 2k plus 1. So index 0, 1, 2, these would be the three indices. So 2 in so my elements would be 2 into 0 plus 1, which is 1, 2 into 1 plus 1, which is 3, and 2 into 2 plus 1, which is 5. So 1, 3, 5. These would be the elements in my array, which is of length n. Now what I have to do is I am permitted to increment one of the items in the array and decrement another item in the array at the same time, which is considered as one operation. And using some number of operations, I want to make all the elements in the array equal. For example, I can do an operation like plus 1 over here and minus 1 over here. So as a result of this operation, this is considered as a single operation, plus 1 and minus 1 happening together. My array would now become 2, 3 and 4. So I have done one operation. Then I can do one more operation which would be similar. I do plus 1 over here and minus 1 over here. And as a result, my array would be all threes, which is basically my target which I want to achieve. And I was able to do this in 2 steps. So the minimum number of operations that I needed to do this was 2, and that would be my answer. So we have to find out, given an input integer n, what is the minimum number of such operations to achieve an array which has all the elements is equal. So let's see how we can go about solving this. Okay, so let's consider a case where n is equal to, let's say, 5. So in this case, my array would be something like 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So these are the 5 elements in the input array. And now what I would prefer to do is I would want to increment the smaller sized elements and decrement the larger sized elements so that all tends towards a common same value. So if I write down this array in this form, let's say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I would want to pull down these 7 and 9 and pull up these 1 and 3, so that ultimately I get something like everything becomes equal to 5. This would be an ideal way of achieving this, right? So how can I achieve this? What I can do is that I will do a plus 1 over here as one operation, and I will do a minus 1 over here. Then I can do again a plus 1 over here, and I can do a minus 1 over here, and then I can repeat these steps so that eventually everything becomes equal to 5. So one important observation over here that you may see is that the central element is equal to n. N was 5, and this is the central element to which all my elements are pulled up or pulled down to. This is the case when n is an odd integer. Does it hold true even in case of an even value of n? Let's check that out if that is the case. So let me just erase all of this. Okay, so let's take n is equal to 6. So what happens is that in this case my array would be something like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, right? So it has 6 elements. Now I would again follow the same approach, pull down the larger elements, pull up the smaller elements. So basically my smaller elements are these and my larger elements are these. So I would do -1 operations on these and +1 operations on these, and eventually when I perform the set of operations, they would converge towards 6, right? Because that is the central point in over here at 6, and again you would observe that this is equal to n. So one thing that we can definitely say is that when we perform these operations, we would want that all the elements become equal to the central value in the array. So in case of an odd sized array, it would be a singular central element, and in case of an even sized array, it would be the central value between the two middle elements of the array, for example 6 in over here. So in any case, n it would be equal to n, which is basically the input length of the array that we have been provided. Okay, so with this concept in mind, let's see how can we approach towards solving this. So one thing you would observe is that we have half of the elements on this side of the array and the other half on this side of the array. So we would want to move n by 2, which is the half the number of elements upwards and half the number of elements downwards. So n by 2 elements move upwards, n by 2 element moves downward. And how much does each element move? So the first element, if you see this 1, so it has to move up n minus 1 steps. This is how much the first element has to move. Why? Because n is its final destination and it is already equal to 1. So 1 step it will take and it would reach to n in n minus 1 step. Now my second element, which is 3, so how many steps does that need? It needs n minus 3 steps because it has to reach n, which is the central value as we see over here, and it is already at 3. So it would take 1 step, and in n minus 3 steps it would be there. In parallel, on the other side, my value, which is 11, would have to move n minus 1 steps downwards, just like 1 moves upwards, and similarly my 9, the value 9 would have to move n minus 3 steps downwards. And this would happen for all the elements in the array except the central one in case of the odd length array, and for an even length array it would actually happen for both the left half of the elements and the right half of the elements. So essentially this translates into a progression. If we sum up all the steps, so it translates into a progression of numbers. What is that progression? So that is basically, if you see, we have to move first we have to first move the first item by n minus 1 steps, then the second item by n minus 3 steps, and then the third item by n minus 5 steps, and so on and so forth. If you observe this carefully, this resembles an arithmetic progression with a gap between every element being equal to 2. And what is the last element in this progression? It is definitely 1, right? Because we are doing n minus 1, n minus 3, n minus 5 till the element which has to move just 1 step. And what is the sum of this arithmetic progression? The sum of this arithmetic progression is basically equal to n square by 4. So if we have an input value of n, if we simply calculate n square by 4, then it would give us the total number of steps that would be needed in order to make the all the elements of the array equal. So if you would want to check out the programmatic solution for this problem, please check the link given in the description. Thank you.